Every manufacturer in Europe is telling you to go fully electric. The incentives point that way. The marketing points that way. The conversation has moved on. And then BMW puts a plug-in hybrid estate on a show floor in Salzburg with a €75,000 price tag and a combination of range, space, and driving. Feel that none of the full EVs at this price can match. That is either the last great argument for the plug-in hybrid or the most expensive way to delay the inevitable. By the end of this, you will know which one it is. The 330e xDRIVE Touring in skyscraper gray metallic looks like what happens when BMW decides that an estate car does not need to apologize for being practical. The M Sport Pro package drops the ride height, adds red brake calipers behind 20-inch wheels, and wraps the lower body in gloss black trim that traces the rocker line between the axles. The proportions read athletic rather than aggressive. This is a car that parks outside of school in the morning and takes a mountain pass in the afternoon without changing personality. The interior is the same driver-focused cockpit BMW has been refining since the G20 launched, and that is a compliment. The 14.9-inch curved display and 12.3-inch instrument cluster sit on the dashboard in a single panel, angled toward the driver. The iDrive system with the rotary controller is still here, still faster than reaching for the touchscreen at speed, and still better than what Mercedes offers in the C300e. I have used this system across 3 different BMWs this year, and the muscle memory transfers instantly. That matters more than any feature list. M Performtex upholstery in black, with contrast stitching holds you properly, without the hardness that makes sport seats punishing over distance. 3-zone climate is standard. Rear passengers get their own controls. The cheaper plastics live on the lower dashboard and below the center console. You notice them. You stop thinking about them. At this specification level, I am not going to pretend the trade does not exist, but it is a trade I would accept. Rear passengers get more space than the 330e Saloon suggests. Knee room behind a 6-foot driver is adequate, not generous, but the touring roofline adds headroom that the sedan does not have. The center rear seat is firm and narrow, fine for a child, uncomfortable for a third adult over any real distance. 2 rear USB-C ports and the dedicated climate zone controls mean the back seat feels considered rather than afterthought. The door bins hold a bottle each. For a car this size, the rear cabin does what it needs to do for a family of 4. It does not pretend to do more. 410 liters of boot space with the rear seats up, around 14.5 cubic feet. That is 90 liters less than a standard 3 Series Touring because the battery lives beneath the floor. The loading lip is low enough to slide a pushchair over without lifting. The separate opening rear glass window, activated by the button hidden on the rear wiper, is the kind of detail that sounds unnecessary until you use it once in a tight car park and never want to live without it. Fold the rear seats and you get 1,420 liters, around 50.2 cubic feet. A set of skis and 2 weekend bags fit without negotiation. The cable storage net under the parcel shelf keeps the charging lead from sliding on every boot opening. Small detail. Tells you someone on the team actually lives with this car. 292 horsepower combined from the 2-liter turbo, 4-cylinder, and the electric motor. 420 Nm of torque, 5.9 seconds to 100 km per hour, around 5.6 seconds to 60 miles per hour. Those figures are not the reason to buy this car. The reason is the 19.5 kilowatt-hour battery and the 84 to 91 kilometers of electric range, around 52 to 57 miles, on the WLTP cycle. In real-world Austrian driving, with mixed terrain and winter temperatures, expect closer to 65 kilometers, roughly 40 miles. That covers most daily commutes in Vienna, Graz, or Salzburg without the petrol engine waking up. 11 kilowatt AC charging means a full battery from empty in 2 hours and 15 minutes on a wall box. Plug in at home overnight and you start every morning with a full charge. On longer trips, the petrol engine takes over and you have a combined range that crosses 800 kilometers without thinking about infrastructure. No range anxiety, no route planning, no compromise on the days you drive to Italy. 75,508 euros as configured on the Salzburg show floor. With the Austrian no VA exemption and CO2 bonus already applied, the sticker before incentives reads 82,074. The Mercedes C300e Estate costs similar money, offers a longer electric range at around 114 kilometers or 71 miles, but drives like a car that forgot it was supposed to be engaging. The BMW is the one you want to take the long way home in. Whether the plug-in hybrid window is closing is a fair question, but standing next to this car in Salzburg, the answer felt less obvious than I expected. This is either the smartest way to bridge 2 eras or the most satisfying way to be late to the next one. I am not sure those are different things. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.